So today I thought I would make a new video, and I was watching the Game Grinders channel, and he had an interesting video that I was thinking I'm gonna make somewhat of a video response to this one. So he had 12 games that left an impact on you, but I'm gonna have 15 because I couldn't really do only 12. I had to do 15 apparently, and these games are only the ones I own right now. I mean, if I would have my older games, like my Nintendo, like NES or whatever, like Super Mario or like Sonic 2 on the Genesis or Mega Drive or stuff like that, would probably be like games that left an impact on me and other games. But I'm just gonna talk about the games that I still own, and these games for sure still left a really big impact on me. At least like just that game in that series or whatever, not necessarily the whole series. So yeah, anyway. So the first one is Demon Souls, and I'm sure if you've played the Dark Souls games, which a lot of people have by now, this is the one that started it all. I mean, sure, you can argue that maybe like Kingsfield or Shadow Tower on the PlayStation One started it, but this is such a unique game. I remember I saw this when it was released. I was like, what like type of game is this? And I wanted to buy it at launch, but I waited until it came out on this version in Europe, in Sweden. So I bought it. It was like May maybe 2010 or something. So yeah, I basically bought this right away when it came out. I didn't buy the Japanese version or anything that you could also get, which also had like English, not maybe subtitles, but the people that were speaking in it, I think the language was in English. So, and yeah, and when I bought this game, I had heard that it was a really tough game, but I still want to try it. And my friend started playing it, and I don't think he got that far. He got frustrated very fast with it, which I can understand, I guess, since it's maybe the hardest game in the series. I'm not sure. It could be. Anyway, so when he left off with it, I was like, I'm gonna try playing this now, and I had to grind and grind, and obviously I died a lot because that's what you normally do in the Souls games, unless you're really talented, I guess. But still, you probably still die a lot. So I tried this game, and I really thought it was great. I played up like towards like 10 hours a day sometimes, or like even more, and I couldn't stop doing like stop I couldn't stop playing the game. I was kind of obsessed with the game. I remember I was writing on Facebook every day, like I did this and killed that boss, and progressed slowly, but I did progress. And yeah, this was the start, and since then I've been hooked. So this is a game that's left a really big impact on me. So yeah, that's the first game. So here we have another one, a classic, Diablo 2. My friend Tommy, um, he had it, so I played it at his place, and I thought it was really cool. I didn't really have a computer that could run it well. It did work, but oh my god, it was so laggy. I actually have like one of my friends actually filmed early 2000 when I was playing this, and the lag is crazy. No one would play this game, but I loved it so much, so I still played it even though it was laggy as hell, crazy laggy. So yeah, I um, I have another friend, Andreas. He has played thousands of hours. Maybe that's an understatement. He has, well, at least thousands of hours. So I haven't played as long as him, but I finished it many times for sure, and I loved it. I was obsessed with it for many months when I just got it, and yeah, I mean, sure, Diablo 3 is great too, but that was only fun for a while for me. This is where it's at for sure. This was a really great game. This is for sure one of my favorite games ever, and probably my favorite PC game ever. So next one. So yeah, this is a sports game. This is Top Spin 4. This is honestly the best tennis game that's ever been created. And why? Because it's really realistic and it's a lot of fun. I actually bought Top Spin 2 on the Xbox 360 when it came out. That's the reason I bought the 360 actually. So yeah, obviously I wanted to get this right away when it came out. And sadly, I'm not sure if it's gonna come on under Top Spin game because this one came out 7 years ago and I haven't heard anything. So sadly, I doubt that. But I played so many, so like I don't know, probably close to 1,000 hours in this one. I just pick it up sometimes and play it like a match on. I usually play it on the hardest difficulty. That's also probably one of the reasons why I really love this game because I can actually play it on the hardest difficulty and still be really good at it. So yeah, this is probably my favorite sport game ever, and I don't think no game is ever gonna top it. So yeah, so yeah, okay, next one, the first God of War. So yeah, when this came out, I had never seen anything like it. This was crazy, so brutal and kind of like sex scenes ish also, which was also really interesting. Well, yeah, sure. Other games have for sure done it before, but this was like a really cool hack and slash. And yeah, it's maybe it's not the best game in the series. Maybe that's the second one. I'm not sure. I haven't played Ascension yet. I do own it though. But anyway, yeah. Like when I played this the first time, my mind was completely blown because I have never played anything like this. Obviously, you have the Devil May Cry games before this, but this one is so much brutal. Like the things you can do, like rip off heads of the beasts, like stuff, and just rip them to part, like the pieces. That's I love it so much. This is a fantastic game. I haven't played it in a long time, so maybe I should actually play it or get the HD thing on the PlayStation 3 and try playing the first and second one again because there's gonna come a new God of War game. Obviously, it's not the same because that's like Nordic mythology instead, which I'm really interested about too because it looks great, and I'm assuming they're probably gonna show that at E3 um, in a week. I think it actually starts about. So that's crazy. I'm super excited for E3, obviously. So yeah, God of War. If you haven't played this game, which I'm sure most people have, because this is a classic in the hack and slash genre. Okay, another one of my favorite games, Dark Souls. I remember when I saw the what's it called? The first trailer for it, I was like, "What? They're making another one?" And I was so excited. I watched that trailer so many times, and this game is so amazing. It lived up to the hype for me for sure. I can say that honestly, all the Dark Souls games are great, but this is probably my favorite though, just because it's where all started. I mean, sure, Demon Souls, but this is Dark Souls, so it's not the same. This you have a completely connected world basically. In Demon Souls, you have kind of levels that have different parts that you can go on, but like this one has a world that's connected, so you can basically go from one side to the other side basically somehow. So that's really cool. And yeah, I remember IGN, I think, even had like a live stream for 24 hours for this game before it came out. I basically watched half of that, and without even playing this game because it was about to come out when they played it. I said this is already my favorite game of this year. And yeah, I know I told some people and were like, well, how can you say that when you haven't played it? But just looking at it, I was like, wow, this looks amazing. So, and yeah, I was correct because this is an amazing game. Okay, next game. The first Ninja Gaiden. That's not on the NES, obviously. Um, this one, this one I actually bought an original Xbox for to just play. I this game is really hard. I haven't beaten it because, or maybe I did. I don't remember actually. But this is a really difficult game for me. But it's an amazing game. It's really cool, like ninja hack and slash game, I guess. So yeah, like I said, I bought an Xbox for this. So obviously, this is a game that left an impact on me, a really big impact. Because even though I don't think this game has been topped in the Ninja Gaiden series, obviously, and honestly, not a lot of hack and slash games are better than this one. Like Bayonetta 2 is better at least, and mm, I'm not sure if there's anyone else that's better actually. So this is a really great game. What else to say? Yeah, this is also pretty brutal and stuff, and I always like when stuff are brutal. And like I said, this has a challenge to it. Maybe it's too hard for me, but you can still play it and enjoy it for sure. Okay, next one. Wow. The first Metroid Prime. Also probably one of my favorite games ever. I don't even know what to say. Like I played this one to completion. I think I actually got 100% on it, and that doesn't happen a lot. So yeah, I was amazed by this game, how good it could be. Because um, maybe Super Metroid is the favorite one for me because of mostly nostalgia, but this one comes really close. I mean, of course, Samus is an iconic character for Nintendo, and yeah, I don't know what else to say really. This game is just amazing. I haven't played it in a long time now, but I might go back to it eventually. And I still haven't finished the third one, which I want to do. But I hate the V, the Wii controls, so we'll see. But yeah, this one, if you haven't played it, you should play it because this is one of the best games ever made. And that Nintendo actually made it work in a first-person mode when this is usually like a side scroller. All credit to Nintendo because they. And also, I really hope that they actually announce a new Metroid, and I don't. It doesn't have to be on like the Switch. As long as it's like a Metro game that follows the typical and not the space whatever it's called, the one that they released on the 3DS last year. Because that's nothing like I want the Metro games. So I really hope that Nintendo puts out a game, the Metroid series again, that lives up to that series that is amazing. Okay, Batman Arkham Asylum. I don't even know where to start with this. This is actually the only Batman game I finished. I do own all of them though, on the PlayStation 3 and PS4, but I doubt that anyone of the other games is going to be better than this one because this was an amazing game. The fighting is just great. Sure, it's kind of easy because you can basically only press one button and it would basically like punch whoever that's close to you. But still, this game was like so amazing. Like the riddles that you can find in this game were so addicted. Like I got so addicted to that. Like it was amazing too. I actually found all of them. Some of them were really hard to find. And also the story in this one is for sure pretty good. You're obviously at the asylum and you're around there. And this is not really an open world game, which is probably why I also think this one is better than Arkham City, even though I haven't played super much of that one, because this one is not as big, and I doubt that that one is as good as this one because this is one of the best games from last generation, and yeah, like just the action and everything, how a Batman game could actually be done, because there's not a lot of superhero games before this one that's great, but this one is amazing. Okay, next game. So yeah, I have had this game for a very long time, so you can see that the plastic is kind of gone here. Well, Um, so yeah, one of my friends, Johan is his name. He played this one on a demo, and I remember I told him that like you shouldn't buy this game because this is apparently super hard. And I'm glad he did buy it though, because I mean Hideo Kojima by now everyone knows who he is. Maybe when this came out, not everyone or not a lot of people knew about him, but he's a mastermind. You have everything in this game. This is probably my favorite Metal Gear Solid game. This one, a third, is my favorites, but this one's probably the best one. Like all the things you can do, the creative bosses, the open world basically, where you can go everywhere in Alaska, or I think it was in Alaska. I mean, this is crazy for a game that's from like '99 or something. That they could even pull this off. It's just crazy. I'm so amazed. Still haven't played a remake on the GameCube, but I own it, so I will eventually play that too. This, yeah, I mean, this is a real big impact for sure, also on my life, and I'm really great that my friend actually bought the game, even though I told him not to. We played the demo first, and we finished it eventually, and he was like, "I'm gonna buy this," and I was like, "No, you shouldn't buy it because this is really hard." But yeah, like I said, I'm super happy that I did buy it, because I would probably never had played this one otherwise. Maybe I would have played like second or third, but I don't think I would play this one right away, and I'm super happy I did play it right away, because this is just such an amazing experience. Okay, so Suikoden 2. This is the Japanese one, obviously, again, Suikoden. So yeah, I think I had played the first one before this came out, but this is such a unique game, because you can create, no, you can create, you can, what's it called, you can oh my god, I don't remember the word. Well, I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna say that there's 108 characters you can find and play as for like strategic battles and like normal RPG stuff. And there's 6 people at the same time, and you can do cool combos and stuff like that. Like just the story in this one is so amazing. This is my second or third favorite RPG ever. So yeah, this made a really big impact on me too, because sure, Final Fantasy 7, you know, that's where everything started. But this one, with some other PlayStation 1 games, kept that feeling up that there's other amazing games, and not only Final Fantasy 7, like 8 and 9. So yeah, my friend bought this one, and I played it with him, and I thought it looked really great. Sure, the graphics is maybe not the best, really old school, but still, like if you don't care about the graphics, this game is so amazing, so amazing. And yeah, it's nothing special really. I mean, sure, the bad guy in this one is really messed up. He's really disturbed, because some bad guys in some games maybe like try to be messed up or whatever, but he is really messed up. Luca Blight in this game, he is insane. He basically does whatever he wants to, like burn down villages, kills people, tells them to like behave like a pig. I mean, it's just so crazy. And the thing that you can recruit, that's the word I was looking for. 108 characters. That's crazy, and it's so easy to actually fail, because some characters you can't recruit right away, and there's only like special times you can recruit them, and you maybe need like an item or whatever. So it's really hard. I'm not sure if I ever got all the 108. Maybe like 106 or so at least, because some ones are also hidden, so it's hard to find them. But yeah, I mean, Suikoden 2 and also Suikoden 5 is amazing. Uh, 3 I haven't played. 4 I think is good. I haven't finished it, but played like half. The first one is also great. So yeah, this is a great game, and I know that this is really expensive, especially in Europe. But I mean, you can buy it on the PlayStation Network for like $5 or something. So if you haven't played it, I you really must play it because this is an amazing game and the story is really great too. Okay, another sports game. Okay, so Pro Evolution Soccer. This is not the one that made an impact on me, but this is the only one I own. Why it made an impact on me is because me and all my friends, like 15 years ago or so, we played this all the time. We could play this all night from like 9 in the evening to like 9 in the morning. It was insane. We played this all the time. All That's why it like made such an impact on me. I love this one so much more than FIFA. I don't know. Maybe FIFA's better now. I still play. I still played the last Pro Evolution Soccer and I thought it was great, but it's really hard to go back because all my friends we played this all the time. We didn't play much else actually, and it was so much fun playing it all the time. Like Pro Evolution Soccer 4, 5, around there. This one is like a little older, but this is the only one I own because this is also a great one, but I haven't played as much. But yeah, this is probably the best back then at least. Pro Evolution Soccer was so much better than FIFA. So yeah, amazing, amazing game. Okay, one of my biggest addictions ever probably. So one time I went to a town like 3-4 hours from where I live, and I just saw this random dude playing Guitar Hero 2 in the store, and I couldn't believe my eyes. he was just he was playing Madhouse, I think, by Anthrax on expert nonetheless. I was like mind blown, like what? How does it do everything? It's so crazy. So after I saw him, I was like, I have to get that game. Back then, I worked at coffee place, so I remember I bought it, I ordered it, and on the Friday, I think it came, and I I remember I was sitting back behind, like in the back, basically at my work. I was like just staring at me, like play me. But yeah, I had to finish my shift first, and I remember my friends were also there. They were like super excited too. So when I got off in the evening, we played this one for like 6 hours probably. And yeah, we beat both easy and medium right away because they're not really that hard, but hard took a while. And yeah, I honestly don't know how many hours I put into like Guitar Hero overall. Um, I haven't played Guitar Hero 2 most, I think, but this is where it all started. This is the first one I bought, and this one made such an impact on me. So I could play Guitar Hero for like, I probably played around 8 hours every day for like 3 or 4 years after this one. I was obsessed. Both me and another friend Simon, we were really great at this one. He was for sure some better than me, especially like at getting good scores and streaks. So yeah, we like were playing as each other, and yeah, it was so much fun. He was really he was hanked he was ranked really high on a page that's called Score Hero, I think, where you can put in your scores. He was number one on one song for a while in the world on expert. So that was crazy. So yeah, he was better than me, but not that much. Mostly for like high scores and stuff. But yeah, after I've been playing this one, obviously I got 3 and everyone, and like also Rock Band. But I thought I would just take guitar instead because Rock Band is a little different because you can play drums and everything that obviously Guitar games also implemented eventually. But yeah, Guitar 2. I mean, I don't even know how many hours I played. When I play now, my hand gets so tired. When I played before, like I could, not to brag or anything, but I could strum the guitar for like so long and like all the crazy solos and everything. My fingers can't handle it anymore. They're too slow right now, so I will never be as good as I was. I'm still not bad, but yeah, I still have like the rhythm and everything, so that shit at least. And yeah, also with the guitar scene, like customs started coming out. So all these crazy customs with like, I don't know, Dragon Force and like all these crazy bands that like has insane solos. like Yngwie Malmsteen and whatever, people put out, and like, so me and Simon basically we played customs. It was so much fun because most songs of the customs are so much harder. So we got a real like challenge, and it was so much fun. And I love that time so much. Those 4 or 5 years that I played Guitar Hero was for sure one of the best eras in my life. Okay, only 3 games left. Tony Hawk 2. This game, I don't even know where to start. I remember I bought the demo and I played this a lot. My friend Daniel, I remember he came by and I said, well, the demo is out now. So he went to a store. He got the demo. I think this is what, in the summer, so we didn't have it in school. And yeah, um, and I didn't see him for like a week because he was just basically playing the demo nonstop for like a week, and he was so good. I remember that you could send in scores, and you could win like a fridge with like Red Bull or something if you had the highest score. But our country wasn't in there, so he couldn't really send in anything. Like you had like England and like other big countries in Europe. So I remember that, but he got like a really high score though. So he was maybe like number 6 or 5 or so in the world for best scores in that demo. And obviously, when the game came out, we played this nonstop. This was the best thing I like ever played. Like this is such groundbreaking games. Obviously, by now you have the skate games, and I wish they could make a new one. Hopefully, they actually will eventually. That like they're like the skate games are so much more realistic, but still like this game, so insane. You could do like crazy combos and like the special tricks you could do, like grinding and like I mean I don't know what to say. So amazing. Played so much. Such a fantastic game. It's still not bad actually, even though this came out like '99 or something. So yeah, this is also a really big impact in my life. Even though like I'm not really interested in skateboarding and stuff, this game was just so amazing. Like really cool locations that actually exist in real life. So like different places in the U.S. and stuff like that. So that's also really cool. But yeah, Tony Hawk 2, fantastic. Okay, next game. So Resident Evil 2. Probably Resident Evil made a bigger like like left a bit bigger impact on me, but I don't own that right now. Resident Evil though, on the other hand, so me and Daniel we bought PlayStation Magazine as it's called that they used to have before, and I remember that we're gonna. It said that in the number before that it's gonna have that it was gonna have a video of Resident Evil 2. So it was like, oh cool. But when we actually bought the magazine, it was actually a demo. So we was like, what? It's a demo? So we can actually play it? So yeah, we played it, and there was like a time limit for 10 or 15 minutes. So obviously I couldn't get that far. But me and Daniel, we played so much. So we actually got decently, actually, because we knew exactly where to go. We knew all the zombies and everything. So we came. Obviously, we didn't get that far, but still, it was still really fun. And I remember my mom watching in the sofa, and her current back then boyfriend. That's yeah. They were just sitting there watching. They were kind of like, "This is so gory. Why are you playing this? You're like 12 years old. You shouldn't be playing this." But yeah, they were just sitting there like astounded how gory this game was. And yeah, this one or Resident Evil 4 is my favorite. A lot of people probably say like Resident Evil the remake. Sure, it's a great game, but this game, wow, I didn't own this. Actually, this copy I actually got from a friend a long time ago. So yeah, that's the reason I own it. Um, the way I actually played the full game though is I had a friend that got the game, and he was like, 3 years younger than me, 2 years younger, so he wasn't really allowed. Well, I don't think his mom cared that much, but I guess he was too scared to play it. So me and another friend, I don't remember who right now, we played it and we thought it was so amazing. Like this city you could run around in, and like all these kind of monsters and weapons and everything. This was also mind blowing when you play this one. Obviously, you had the first Resident Evil, but that mainly took place in like a mansion and like around there. This one had like a more open city feel, and obviously it's in the underground and shit. Eventually, you know, all the labs and stuff. But yeah, still Resident Evil 2. Wow, amazing game, and I can't wait for the Resident Evil 2 remake, which probably is not going to be released. I doubt it's going to be released for the next 2 years, but it's coming, and I'm super excited about it. So yeah, okay, the last game. I'm sure you know what game it is. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII. Probably the game that's made the biggest change in gaming for me ever. First time I ever played a Japanese role-playing game. The reason I bought this is because the scores it got. I did not know what kind of game it was. I still bought it. And man, am I so happy I actually did buy it, because my favorite game of all time. And sure, Persona 5 might come close to it. Maybe will be better, because this is also 20 years old now. But wow, this game, man. Insane. I don't even know what to say. Just like the first sequence in the game, when you see all this amazing CGI, or like full motion video, I guess it's called. I'm not sure what it's called really. And you jump off the train, and the soldiers come running against you. And like when I started playing, I was like, what is this? I've never played anything like this. Like the battle system was so unique for me. Obviously, it was kind of similar in Final Fantasy 6, but still. And yeah, and it took me like 6 months to finish this game. So I remember once again Daniel, my best friend, he came by. He was just watching it, and he said, like, after a while, he said, why are you playing this game? And then he said, like, I had another game also, like Croc, Legend of Goobos. He said that he was basically like, this looks boring. Just play some Croc instead. Basically, that's what he said. It's so funny. I know I didn't rephrase it exactly like he said now, because as of this second, I don't remember exactly what he said. But he basically took a shit basically on Final Fantasy 7 and said, like, let's play some Croc instead. Fuck this game. That's basically what he said. And yeah, this is an amazing adventure. I don't like, this game means so much to me. This opened up a whole new world with all the RPG games that I would never have known about without Final Fantasy 7. I was in love with the RPG genre back on the PlayStation 1. Like every RPG basically that came out was great. Didn't have to be from Squaresoft. Could have been like Breath of Fire 3, Legend of Legaia, Legend of Dragoon, Chrono Cross, Xenogears. Like there's so many games. But yeah, this is the game I have to thank for actually loving RPGs now, because this is the one that started it all. And that's my segue off from this video, because yeah, that's my 15 games that left an impact on me, and a really big impact in a lot of ways, because genres I never played before, and like, or maybe like genres that were perfected it when they came out and made such a big impact on me. So yeah, this was a longer video than I thought, which is fine, I guess. Hopefully the audio and everything is fine. I think I'm gonna make another video right now, maybe, or tomorrow. Otherwise, I have another idea with some games that also is fun. So yeah, anyway, hopefully you like this video, and take care, guys, and have a good day.